government under Indira Gandhi's leadership assumed dictatorial authority, systematically suppressing dissent and subjecting individuals to inhuman treatment. Furthermore, retrospective amendments were made to laws compelling the Supreme Court to overturn the Allahabad High Court verdict on the trial of Rajanaraya. Efforts were also made to alter the constitution during emergency period, notably through 42nd Amendment. The amendment sought to curtail the authority of the Supreme Court and High Courts in adjudicating the constitutionality of laws while also delineating the fundamental duties of Indian citizens. The proclamation of emergency resulted in the suspension of key articles of Indian Constitution, including Article 14, 19, 21 and 22. Several subsequent amendments such as 38, 39, 40th and 41st further reshaped the Constitution. Following the 1977 election, the formation of the Janata Party government facilitated the restoration of the judiciary independence through the 43rd Constitutional Amendment. Subsequently, the 44th Constitutional Amendment reinstated the original constitutional framework and implemented mechanisms to prevent the recurrence of the emergency-like situation. Notably, the term internal unrest was replaced by the armed rebellion in the provision related to the emergency. During this period, the media, one of the most important wings of democracy, also endured severe restrictions, strict censorship and bans stifled and dissent against the administration. A code of conduct was reinforced for the press, and numerous newspapers editors faced arrest for their anti-government articles. The emergency led to a rise in opposition parties, ending the era of one-party rule. While strikes and protests significantly crippled the country's economy, in a history turn of events, the ruling Indian National Congress suffered defeat in the 1977 general election, making a pivotal movement in Indian politics. The period of emergency rigorously tested the powers of Indian democracy. The suffering triggered by the undemocratic decision unequivocally taught the country and its citizens invaluable lessons. Only after the emergency did a non-Congress government come into the power at the center. One resounding lesson that the emergency imparted is that in a democracy, when a government becomes autocratic, the people always will find solutions. The 1971 election before the emergency mandated Indira Gandhi. To her credit, she had defeated Pakistan, leading to the formation of Bangladesh, and her popularity was soaring domestically with slogans like Garibi Hatao. However, the public's anger grew during the emergency due to the suppression they faced, and in 1977, Indira Gandhi faced defeat. Politically, this period, that is the emergency period, also emphatically teaches that despite achievements and popularity, a government must fulfill the people's expectations. In democracy, power lies with the people. The emergency also rigorously tested journalism and serves as a commanding lesson for today's journalists. In one of his articles, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu mentioned, in those days of emergency, the media, the fourth pillar of democracy, also missed the historic opportunity to cooperate with the common citizens of the country. He went on to add that they bowed before the autocratic government. However, there were a few honorable expectations like the fearless Ramnath Goenka, whose the Indian Express stood out along with a few others such as statesmen and mainstream. This attitude of the media was later famously described by L.K. Advani, who said that the press crawled when it was asked to ban. Thus, it is important to remember the lessons of the emergency as it holds lesson for all of us. The most important being that if we are not vigilant, then our fundamental rights can be snatched away from us by a dictatorial government. As the saying goes, eternal vigilance is the price of freedom. So let us say, stay vigilant, vigilant and believe the fundamental ethos of democracy, liberty and equality, and strive towards an unified country. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Manik Saji, Honorable Chief Minister, for sharing anecdotes concerning emergency imposed 50 years ago. I'm sure all my colleagues, faculty members, and students present in the room will echo a thought that your inaugural address was truly academic in nature, reflecting your professorial side as well as experience of holding a constitutional position. Thank you. I hand over to my co-host, Sostina.
In the presence of honor.
Don't risk losing the photos and videos from your phone. This innovative device makes it easy to back up your smartphone in seconds.
মশলা হাতে নয় চামচে তুলুন। লংতরাই গুঁড়ো মশলার প্রতিটি 250 গ্রাম প্যাকেটের সাথে একটি চামচ